Hey, it's Jeff Salzenstein here, founder of Tennis Evolution, former top 100 ATP pro, and super passionate about helping you get to the next level. And today we're going to talk about a video that involves the forehand. It involves execution on the forehand. And we're going to watch this player on the far side here. These are two high-level international juniors who will be transitioning into college and then on to the pros. And we want to look at what this player right here is going to do with this shot. Now you can see this player over here way off of the court, so the obvious shot is to go down the line, right? Well, we're going to go over what happens here in a moment. But first, before we get into it, if you enjoyed the video today, make sure you give us a thumbs up and you subscribe to the channel and you turn your notifications on, because we want to update you on all of the game-changing lessons that we're delivering at Tennis Evolution. All right, let's get into this video right now. All right, here's the point setting up. All right, so here's the point setting up for that forehand. Let's go back and look. You'll see how this shot was set up. We're going to go back a few. So this is the shot right here that really opens up the court. I love that forehand. Big open stance forehand, and notice, look where that ball lands, off of the singles tram line. I'm always trying to help people hit their ground strokes cross court so that the ball can go off of the singles, I should say the singles sideline before it crosses the baseline. That's a big key, and that's how you can get into these offensive positions. So now he's got the whole court open, and let's watch what happens here. Now he goes down the line, he plays the right shot, but he doesn't execute. Let's look at the reasons why it does not happen here. Okay, let's go back. Let's take it back here. So there's a couple things that I teach that are different than what we're going to see here. So he lines up the shot right here. Now, I'd like to see when he hits this ball, you'll notice he leaves the ground, but look at his base. His feet are pretty wide, okay? So I'd like to see him a little lower and a little wider. Look at when he lands. Okay, he lands pretty narrow, and look at how he's rotated his body. See how the body is facing towards the sideline over here? I'd like to see that when he decides to go cross court. But on the down the line, he should keep his upper body a little more square and in line with the target. So I believe he over-rotated too much on this shot. And honestly, I think he got too close to the ball, because when he lands, his feet are pretty close together. I'd like to see a wider base, and I'd like to see his belly button facing the net a little bit more. So those are some challenges with that forehand. Now he just misses this ball wide right there. Now, where could he have hit this ball where his opponent would pretty much have no chance? He could have hit it right here, 2 to 3 feet from the singles sideline. But instead, he plays it too close, and this is a common mistake we see in juniors, even the best juniors in the world, and club players, okay? He's got to take that ball with his wide base and with his spacing, and he's got to bring the ball back so that it lands right there. This is a classic mistake in tennis, that players try to thread the needle and play it too close to the sideline. We want this ball 2 to 3 feet from the single sideline, because again, if the ball lands here, his opponent, even if he gets a racket on it, is going to be stretching with the backhand. So he's still in that offensive position. Should have played much higher percentage down the line forehand, and he will not miss this shot if he plays his targets right, if he plays to safer targets. Okay, so let's review this down the line forehand. He set the point up beautifully with the cross court, but he got a little too close to the ball because his stance was a little too narrow at the end, I could tell. Needed to have a wider stance. He over-rotated so that his chest was facing towards the side fence, and we want it facing on the down the line a little more towards the net. And finally, his target, most importantly, his target was too close to the sideline. Yes, maybe he aimed here and he squeezed it wide, but there's a good chance that he aimed here. We want him aiming inside the sideline by a couple of feet. That will increase his margin and give him more confidence on that forehand down the line. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications, and go ahead and click the link in the description below. You can learn the 3 forehand myths that most players are making, and I don't want you to fall for these myths. I want you to learn how you can hit your forehand effectively and make it into a weapon. Go ahead and click the link below to pick up that free gift learning the 3 myths and the solutions that go with it. Thanks for your time today. This is Jeff Salzenstein with Tennis Evolution.